Hey, what's going on, y'all? So look, man, just thinking about, man, a lot of stuff in the last couple of days. And I wanted to ask a question or talk about legacy. The one thing that I've always thought about is how I'll be remembered. There's a scene in the movie Troy, where this great warrior, Achilles, and this little kid, he runs up to Achilles and he's like, "Hey man, this guy, he's big, I'm scared. I can't believe you're gonna do it. I wouldn't do it." And the great warrior looked down at the kid and said, "And that's why nobody will ever remember your name." And that stuck with me, because especially back in those days, man, who you were had a lot to do with where you came from. It had a lot to do with the legacy of your parents. People was even known as such and such, son of whoever, whoever that was. So I thought about three people that came to mind when I was thinking about legacy. First and foremost, I remember, Jesus. And we all know Jesus for, what he did from his death and his resurrection and how he redeemed us with the Father. But I think about the life of Jesus and the legacy that he left. That wasn't just Jesus died and rose for us to be forgiven and be, redeemed. But Jesus lived a life of holiness and reconciliation and healing and offering the gospel to people. Like his legacy was way more than just his death, but it's actually his life. And it speaks volumes even though we can't see him right now. You get what I'm saying? So I thought about that, man. My father-in-law passed late last year. And I remember, when we was going through the tough process of a funeral, that everybody wanted his Bible. And I remember that because, man, just his whole life, it was such a huge thing about him. Hey, he knew that word. Like, that was just his thing. And I remember going through all the books and seeing all his notes. And then when he passed, how everybody wanted one of his Bibles. I think it says a lot about a man that when he dies, people want the word of God that they are connected to. I think that's a powerful statement about his life. And I aspire to be that. To inspire people to want to pick up the word of God, even if it's something I studied, to see my notes, to for the Bible to be connected to my life. I think is a powerful statement in my legacy. And then, we can't not talk about what happened to, Kobe Bryant, his wife, and the other families connected, man. But I see the hashtag of girl dads, or how he's talking about being a parent and why he was even on the helicopter, and just looking at all the stuff that's been coming out. And it's like, what an amazing testament to us, a man's life, that when you die, people are inspired to be better fathers. People are inspired to promote fathership, or being a father, or being active in your life, or being the greatest at whatever you do, putting in 100%, 150% dedication into your craft. And then hearing him even talking about how his craft was so important, but he made decisions that made sure that he put his craft as a priority and his family, and that he didn't compromise in either, and that he found a way to make it work. And I just want to ask the question, what's your legacy? Like, not even think about what, when you die, but right now as you live, what are you inspiring people to want to be? What will people say about your life? Oh man, what would they think about? Oh man, when this guy did X, Y, and Z when he was this, and he always had a passion for it. Like, what are you inspiring people to want, to strive, to value, to encourage with your life? Just want to ask the question, what's your legacy?